Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a week. So, on today's live, before I get the hellos, we'll do the quick agenda. Today's live, we've got the lovely Emily, as always, doing our pen thing that she does. I should say ours, it's hers. And then I've got some goodies to show you. And talk about how I'm thinking about setting up Art of Rose Profit. And so just making this completely diamond painting, and then kind of maybe doing chats about art, video, art stuff on another channel. So I'm thinking about doing that, but we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, so we're going to try and keep this as light as possible for the first half of the live. And then in the second half of the live, we've got... obviously, we've got Cathe because we're doing the Still My Baby DP event. This is week 3. And we've got Libby, who's very nervous because she's going to be sharing her very special story that is unique to her. Now, before we get started, I do want to disclose that this can be a triggering video for some, especially for the second half. And we understand that and we respect that. Not everyone wants to share their story or can share their story. So please be respectful of those who aren't in this live, because it's very hard for them. And we have to respect that each and every person's journey in this situation, especially, is theirs, and not everyone has to share.
Yep.
You share if and when you're ready. Okay. All right, so starting at the top. Good morning, Kimmy. Good morning, Lee. Thanks for doing the recycling and the cookies and everything else. You rock. Who else have we got? Libby, obviously. I've already said hello, Libby. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Matt. How are you, love? Look, I have to say, Matt, you look very, very cozy under that blanket on TikTok. Just saying, I was like killed up in mine when I was looking at it this morning. Good morning, Cindy. How are you? Good morning, Robbie. Nice. Oh, I've missed so many people this week. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Amber. It has been a hot minute. There is lots going on behind the scenes in my world, which is not public. So, hello, Palmy. So, yeah, I've just got a lot of stuff going on. I just leave it at stuff. Hi, Twinny. Hello, Jay. My little thirst trap. Yeah, so I've been literally burning candles at many ends at the moment, haven't I, guys?
Yep.
So, yeah. I've just had a meeting with Stace. When we're ready to do stuff on that one, we'll let you guys know. We're just kind of juggling things around a little bit and trying to get things sorted with the supplier and stuff. So that's all the work conversation I'm going to have on this, is that we are working on stuff. That's all we can do at this point in time. Our hands are tied. Everything's been paid for with the supplier. We're just waiting for stuff to happen. So please be with us. If you are asking for refunds, and I understand why, and I fully respect that, I've either got to take it out of my own pocket, which there isn't a lot there at the moment, even in my personal funding, or B, I've got to wait till the supplier gets the refunds back to me. So please just be with us. We're doing it. It's got a lot on my mind doing something personal that has me very upset. I totally can relate and respect that, Matt. Emily, we've lost your camera, love. Have we lost Emily?
I'm not sure.
Good morning, Mr. JJ.
Yeah, he's the main character.
She's back.
Oi. Sorry, technical difficulties.
You too. Well, we all know that these guys know I was having issues with my camera not working. It's very weird. Hi, Jennifer. No, you haven't missed anything, honey. We're just warming up. We're just doing the intro. Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, we'll take a pew. So we're going to start with the lovely Emily, because she's the one that's on the tightest time frame.
Oh, yes, we are. The children and I are early. folks.
It's all right. I think everyone's going through stuff right now. There's a lot of anxiety and tension and stress, but a lot of people that are I know, and I just want to take this time to just kind of say to people, remember to take a deep breath. Remember, this is just a moment in time, and I need to practice what I preach, and just breathe, because things all
Agreed.
sort out, and there is no stress that can't be sorted. Just have to deal with it, one step at a time. If I'm sucking on a lolly because my sugar level's dropped. All right. Good morning, good morning. Right. So, Miss Emily, we have pens, do we not?
We do. We have a pen for tonight.
All right. Let's
And
make
then I
you
have
solo.
some I can show. So tonight's pen is this gorgeous turquoise and like a raspberry plummy color. I don't even know what color. Raspberry, I guess, is the best color to call that. White. And
It's
that is
very
a
pretty.
TJ. That is a TJ pen. And as you can see, it's got little areas of, like down here especially, you can see it's got little areas of clear.
It's very, very pretty.
That's tonight's pen. And then we have, coming up, we have a Sparkle Queen.
Ooh.
Sparkly. Yeah, I'm not a sparkly person as far as pens
I
go, but it's quite pretty.
I like sparkles.
And then we have this beautiful blue.
Oh, that's interesting. That's different.
Blue and orange, white, some more blue. It's got kind of a pearl to it. It's hard to see, but it's very cool. And then this weekend, if you're part of the group, you saw the sneak peek.
They came out really well.
Here it is. It's a dank blank, and we were lucky enough that he poured for us. And it is purple and teal.
Yellow.
Almost. It's purple and teal, and it's just so swirly. It's so hard to catch.
So many colors.
Yes, purple and teal and black and white, and I think some silver maybe. But yes, it's very cool. But that's this weekend. But then tonight's is also very cool. I like tonight's. I'm not going to lie.
It's very pretty.
That raspberry and teal goes perfect together.
It does. It does. So, guys, we're going to click. You know the drill by now. Click start. If you wish to me, please. Please, me, please. There we go. I'll put you back to normal.
Thank you. Thank you.
The beautiful turquoise and raspberry coloured pen. While we're
Hi,
doing
Sally.
that, I have stuff.
Pommy.
Oh, Palmy.
Did you see the message from Creative Chris, Emily?
I did not. What did he say?
Oh, he's just asking if you could please message him.
Yes. Thank you, Kath. Yes, I can, Chris.
It's a beautiful pen, but my husband said I'm not allowed to me please anything this week.
I'm still on a no buy, so there we go.
We're choosing our own Christmas presents, but every time I buy something for myself, he's like, "That's more money I'm spending on the computer stuff."
It's got a valid point.
Squish.
Yeah.
Squishy, squishy. Hello, my lovely.
Hello, Captain Koala.
Hi, Christopher. Okay.
Oh, Berta says, what does it look like again?
It's very pretty, Berta.
Hello, Berta, my love. How are you? Are you better? Please tell me you're better.
And I love this end. There we go. You can see the cool swirls in it in the end of it. It's
really
my favorite.
It is very, very pretty. Lee, I feel your pain, especially at the moment. You're so welcome, Buddha. All right. So, anybody else wish to meet, please? If so, we're going to give it a 1 minute warning.
Yep. Because I want to see the goodies too.
You mean me and Libby, right? We're the goodies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought so, yeah.
I flip over to chat usually after I leave.
Yeah.
No, Chris. I do my grocery shopping for me is enough. Thank you. Well,
No. Mine's bad enough. I have a child that only eats certain foods, and they're not cheap food.
You don't want me to do your grocery shopping for you. I put the wrong things in and cost you extra money.
And that is why my daughter is not allowed to go shopping with me.
Matthew was there going, no, put it back on the shelf. And one of the people who worked there, because I used to work there, said, oh gosh, I thought you were talking to the child. He's like, no, I'm talking to my wife. So like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah. Hey, they've known me for like 6 years.
I can imagine Kenzie though. She'd spot those strawberry Freddos and that'd be it.
You know, I took her to Kmart on Saturday because I needed to buy her some shoes, and I needed to get some crates to go in the car. And we walked straight past the Freddos, and she chose twirls.
Oh.
Okay.
Which shocked me completely because, like, she's normally,
Her
But
Freddos.
she's going through a lot of alterations with her medication at the moment. So my stress levels are up here right now. All right. So Pami, it looks like you are the only one. And do you need me? Would you like me to? No, would you like me to spin the wheel for you? Or are you happy for me to just say congratulations and well done? You've got yourself a win. Just wait.
No, she's cool. She says no thanks.
Okay,
Chris says
all right.
Chris loves that wheel, doesn't he?
Yeah, him and Rory are the same, man. Rory.
Thank you, Palmy, so much. I just, even if you guys, if no one me pleased, just coming and being with you guys means a lot to us.
Yeah.
So
we love having you here. You know that. You know. So, all right. I haven't caught up with many of you over the last couple of weeks. It's been a bit crazy in my world. And but let me just say, when I do get the chance to catch up with you guys, you know that I love you very much. And even when I don't catch up. And yeah, life's a bit crazy right now, but we will adjust. We have an adjustment period. Yes. We are adjusting. Lots of changes.
Crazy, but exciting crazy, not bad crazy.
Well, stressful crazy.
Yes. Agreed with that.
Yeah. There's some good, there's some not so good. Not anything terrible, just enough to kind of have your anxiety level super high. I haven't touched my diamond painting in a week. No, I think you're 20. All right. So I have sitting on my table a whole bunch of goodies.
Can I sneak out before you do goodies, Life?
Yes.
Okay. I love everybody. Thank you for having me as usual. I'm going to get small people ready for bedtime.
All right, my love.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Sweetie. Bye. All right. So you guys all know that I am licensed to Pam Diamond Paintings. Trust me, this is all going to be explained in a minute. And one of my, she does a lot of the art that Pam has. She does as merchandise as Mango Crafts, and her name is Nicole. And Nicole is lovely. Nicole's lovely. And she has sent me down a whole pile of stuff to show you guys and showcase. So we're going to start at the beginning, I guess. And you can only get these. Oh, you'll see the tumblers a little bit close up, trust me. You'll only get these through Nicole with any of these images. They will never be on my Etsy store, which we will go into next week. I'm going to run you guys through the Etsy store a little bit more next week, but and how it all works. Etsy store and diamond paintings are not the only thing they have in common is it's my art. Okay, it's the only thing they have in common. Different suppliers, different mechanisms to how it runs, and pretty much it's instant how it works. So while we're having issues with the diamond painting supplier, these issues are not connected with the things. And there, I do believe that there is a couple of people here who can already vouch that they've already started receiving their stuff a week down the track. So
wow, that's good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. They're in America, so that's where the supplier is. So
Fair enough.
but anyway, so we'll start with these pencil cases. Look at these. So these are like a meshy fabric. The zip's really good. That's like a woven fabric. And on this one, she's done, oh my goodness, I think that's Sleeping Beauty or Cinderella. I can't remember. My brain's gone foggy. That one's definitely Merida. So these are the zombie, creepy Disney princesses that I did. And that's Belle. And that one's Ariel. So the only way you can buy these is anything is as canvases is through Pan. Okay. But now she's also done cover minders. Okay. And these are freaking amazing. I love these. So we've got Pocahontas. We've got Belle. And these are like the size of my palm. So these are a good size and they're a good weight. And we've got Merida. Oh, not Merida. Ariel, sorry. And Snow White. And I think that's Titania. I think. My brain's gone a little bit foggy. We've got lots and lots. So these are all the songs. Love my stuff. Awesome, Jennifer. That's so good. I haven't checked in the last 24 hours, to be honest, but I will be. Oh, no, there's Titania there. There's Titania. So these are really cool. She's done an amazing job. They're nice. They feel nice. They weigh nice. They're a good, heavy thing. Wait, I know what I mean. So this is really cool. So that's I've still got more zombie. There's a lot of zombie princesses. I just did a lot of zombie princesses. So there's my Alice in Wonderland. And I think that's Elsa. That's Frozen from Elsa. Elsa from Frozen. All right. So on top of that, she's also done the Zodiacs. So you guys remember I posted the Zodiacs in the group. The Zodiacs are actually available once again at Pam's Diamond Paintings. We'll share those links as soon as we can, but I don't have my hands big enough. Pisces. Okay, I'm just going to show you because my brain is literally in confuddlement. I haven't done anything in the art world for a week now, so. But these are all just so absolutely stunning. I do believe they come in two sizes, rectangle and square, I think. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. Right, I'm just going to put those over there. Clear some space. So, Jennifer, I know you've received your Minky blanket. That one I know is Cancer because I've got it on a tumbler, which I'll show you guys soon. But they're all just so pretty. Excuse my crappy nails. I haven't even had time to do my own nails lately. So yeah, so she's got the zodiacs. She's also got, you can call a stubby cooler. These are really, really cool. So this has got, you can get them, the stubby holders with them to keep your drinks cool in summer, especially for those of us down under. So yeah, she's got those. Now, I did get her to do something special because I have a very special friend who has a birthday coming up, and so I designed an image and got it put on some stuff. So this is not available as an image anywhere, but we've got a key ring. So that comes looking like this, and this is it unpacked because this is my one. It's just a fun image that I've done, and so that's the key rings that she does. That they feel pretty good. They do come in rectangle because I own one. So there's the rectangle cover minder. She also has done bracelets. So I haven't opened these yet. So there's this one. That's Scorpio. And this one is the Cancer one. And the image is actually embedded in it. How gorgeous is that? And then, of course, what everyone's waiting to see is the tumblers. Now, I use these every day. So these are my ones. I had a cold water in mine yesterday because I take 2 out with me when I go to work. And one was still cold at 10 o'clock last night on my way home. So they keep things nice and cold. They also do keep things warm, but I obviously only drink cold water. So yeah. So this is the cup. That image goes all the way around. This is Pocahontas. So, and you could probably get it cut. I mean, if you talk to Nicole, she might be able to put your name down there somewhere. I don't know. I don't quite know how it all works. So this is my Alice in Wonderland. I love my Alice. Like, she's my favorite. She's very, very cool. This has been in and out of my car more times than I can vouch right now. And this is my Cancer one. Same with this one. These, like, I fill these 2 up, and I take these to work with me. And so I'll drink 3 to 4 of these a day. So yeah, so I will get you the links for you guys to have a look at those. And she has other artists as well, not just me. So do go have a look. She's got some really, really cool stuff that's up there. I'll just go. Oh, excuse me. Have a get the links for you guys. It's loading Facebook. I haven't even loaded up Facebook on here this morning. So on that note, while I'm doing those, guys, give me some feedback. Tell me how your week's been. It's been a hot minute for me, so I want to know how you guys have been. How's your week been? Give us some updates on stuff. I know that some of you have been sick. How are you all going? So, just tell us how you're doing. Yeah, poor Cathe, between the bird and the shirt, she's going bonkers.
Yeah. The baby's actually behaving for once. The bird is driving me crazy. The shirt keeps moving. And yeah.
Just breathe, Mama. Just breathe.
Okay, so
guys, this is where you can buy the merchandise from Nicole, Mango Crafts. That's her group. You can buy it through there. Honestly, she has hard journals, notebooks, t-shirts, tote bags, backpack, drawstring and sling backpacks. She has cover minders. She has tumblers. If she can put it on something, she's going to put it on something. So go check her out. She's got a whole lot of other artists as well. And then, of course, you guys all know Pam's Diamonds. She has some amazing artists. and including myself. And like Pam's amazing. She's absolutely amazing to deal with. Things have been crazy, working nonstop. I hear you, 20. I hear you. Lee says it's okay. You're covered. All right, there we go. Right, that's all the links. So many moving parts, and I'm exhausted. It's only Tuesday, and I'm not going in tomorrow, lol. So it's full day yesterday. I've got a half day today, full day tomorrow, half day Friday, and then nighttime work on Saturday. That's my story right now. So I hear you.
Good luck.
Yes. And run two businesses, because my art separate to the RPC stuff. So yeah, it's yeah, crazy. Plus be a mum, plus be a wife, plus try and get my house sorted. I say that every life. I'm trying to get my house sorted. It's just not getting anywhere very fast at all. But I had my sidekick coming down this weekend, so we're gonna hopefully get stuff done. Mr. JJ.
He's behaving. He's just trying to. He likes the drills, so he's got his nail on the drills. You know that feeling when you run your nail along the square drills?
Yeah. It's the
Yeah,
same
he
with
likes
round
it.
one. Yeah.
And he's playing with the rattle.
Sorry. Libby, how are you doing, says Lee? Are things improving?
Sorry?
Lee says, how are you doing? Are things improving?
Yeah.
Next question, is that what you're thinking, Libs?
No, right. Yeah. The body will never improve.
I think there's something going on in the cosmos, because everyone's going through a lot of stress and a lot of mental health and a lot of
Stop putting the shirt down.
just stuff, you know.
Yep.
And this event has not been easy either.
No.
For any one of us. It's taken its toll mentally on my mental health. I know that. And I've never struggled to do a live, but these last 2 weeks are very much a struggle.
Yes.
Leslie's thoughts are still with you, love.
Yeah, well, that first week, I brought a friend of mine on. Yeah, that first week I had a friend. Well, she's like a sister. I had her come and watch. And, yeah, it sort of like backfired on me because she made me remember things that I didn't want to remember. And then, I just wasn't ready last week. It's hard.
It's never easy. No, it's not. It's not easy. I mean, Sarah says last week was hard for her as well. There's bits of everyone's story that we don't tell because it's not time, because it's not something that needs to be done publicly, or you know, we all have bits, and you can't. It's hard to explain the emotions that go with everything when you try to bury those emotions. Yeah. Hi, Smiley boy. I can't believe he's coming up 6 months, or is 6 months?
He's almost 7 months. He'll be 7 months in November, 1st of November. So about 6.5.
It's just gone like a blink of an eye.
It does. I realised my granddaughter's 4 months old now. I'm like, where'd that go?
Yeah. So I just want to reach out to everyone who's been affected by this live, because we know it's a hard one. I can tell that there's a lot of people who are struggling watching the lives this month because my numbers dropped. So I understand and respect that this is hard for everyone, but it's something that we feel that needs to be done. So I can honestly say, like I said last week, next year will not be posting or probably even participating next year. I'm going to be having a year off.
I don't even know if I'll be doing it next year. It's taken a lot out of me too.
Yeah. So if anyone else is interested in picking up the mantle for this one, please let us know. It's emotionally a roller coaster for all of us, and it's one we might only do every few years. Who knows? We'll see.
We did create a Facebook page for people if they want to have a safe place to be able to share their stories and stuff. But it'll be a safe space for people we've got as mods, which I think is just me, you, and Sarah as mods at the moment. Rose.
Not that I'm around it much at the moment.
No, but that's just for if people want to share and want a safe space to remember.
Yeah.
But it is a hard one, and we are struggling. Rose and I have both been. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Because it brings up all of our emotions, and then we're seeing our friends go through it as well, because we're friends with Sarah and Libby and others, and yeah.
And there's a lot of you who have reached out behind the scenes, and I really appreciate you guys sharing your stories with me, and I'm sure some of us shared them with Cathe, and we understand how hard it is to share stories. And for those that haven't, know that you don't have to. When the time is right, you will, and that's on your time frame, not ours. All right. So
we know it's not easy from a father's point of view either, and there are other fathers out there as well, like my husband, for example, who are right there with you. It's the grieving from a father's point of view is very different, because you're not only grieving for yourself, you're trying to support your partner who's going through it as well, and you're trying to be the support person, and people don't ask you how you are, and I've seen what my husband goes through, and so big love to you.
Yeah. So for obvious reasons, if we cut the live short this month, you understand why. It just is what it is, and we have to. Cathe and I have been trying to process our stuff and the feelings that develop on us, and this is what we're trying to explain to you guys is, and especially for you, Lib, today, and Sarah, who did hers last week. You need to take the time to re-heal, and we respect that. And please, if this is our second to last week. We've got one more week of this, and then we're wrapping it up next Wednesday. So we just want you to know that you are loved, and we are all here for you. Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. It affects everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. It does. I watched Jordan go through so much grief when Bridie died, and so yeah, I am well aware of how much that it affects people. So on that note, I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to hand it over to Lib, who has a very hard story to share. So I encourage you guys to stop and just listen, and show your support, definitely, but just be here for Lib, and because today it's about her story, and we'll go from there. All right, my lovely, you're up.
If you see me looking down it, so I've got a little note there for myself saying you can do it, just breathe.
Good girl.
Right. Back when I was 17, I fell pregnant with triplets. I'd split with my partner before we found out. Mucking around with some friends, I fell, went rolling down a grass hill. thinking it was a bit funny at first, not even thinking of the fact that I was pregnant. Hit a tree with my stomach and I lost all three. That one was hard. Took a little time to get past that. Yeah. And then when I was about 19, I was back with an old partner of mine. We got engaged and everything. We'd been trying to have a bub. I had a positive test, so we were excited. You know, we were going to be parents. We were planning our wedding and everything. You know, morning sickness. And then, you know, the belly's growing and everything. And I kept saying to the doctor, you know, when can I go for an ultrasound? Because I'm eager to, you know, see my baby. He said, yep, we'll do that soon. And things just kept going and going. And after a while, you know, I just got sick of the doctor not doing anything. So I went to a different doctor. He said to me, have you had your blood test and everything? I went, no, haven't even had an ultrasound. And he does everything. You're not pregnant. What do you mean I'm not pregnant? Yes, I am. I've had a positive test. Look at my stomach, you know. I'm having kicks and you can see my stomach move and everything. My butt is enlarged and everything. This went on for a few months and the doctor kept saying to me, you're not pregnant. I went to an ultrasound. There was no baby. Turns out I was having a phantom pregnancy. And the worst thing with that is sometimes you can go through a full-on labour. You get the labour pains and then all of a sudden everything stops and you've got nothing. Yeah. You've gone through all the excitement of thinking, you know, I got a baby. I need to find out there was never one there. They think I may have been pregnant at the start and I miscarried. They don't know. But yeah, because they think, sometimes they think because you're psychologically, you've worked yourself up, you're excited. Your body tells you you are pregnant. Gives you all the symptoms, everything. Yeah. Phantom pregnancies aren't fun because there's just nothing there at the end. No.
So how do you grieve something that wasn't there? Because you still grieve. Take your time, love. Take your time.
It's really hard to try and grieve something that's not there, you know, because you've gone through everything, you know. You got all the symptoms, everything, you know, you can feel it. You go through, you know, what are we going to call the baby? And like we both decided, you know, we felt like it was a girl that we were having. We were excited over it and everything. We gave her a name. We'd had Kira Danielle picked out for her. Then to find out you're not really pregnant, it's just your body telling you are. You go through stages where you hate your body. How could you do that to me? You know, what did I do that was so bad that you wanted, tease me like that? It's just, it's not easy when it's not real, but your body's telling you it is.
How far along did you get?
I argued with the doctor for so long. I was about between 5 to 7 months when the doctor told me it wasn't real.
Yeah.
But I actually went through the whole 9 months, had the labour pains and everything. And then everything just stopped. It's sort of like as quick as it started, it ended.
So questions that come to mind is, did like the aftercare would be so much different for someone who's has stillborn or a miscarriage. So were you offered aftercare, like counselling and grief counselling and stuff like that?
Offered me nothing.
It was kind of like a, oh, well, too bad, how sad. Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually my partner and his sister that helped me through it.
Yeah.
And then my best friend and his family, they were the other ones that helped me through it. My mum was there because turned out she'd had a phantom pregnancy too. So she knew what I was going through. But hers didn't last as long as, I think from what Mum said, hers lasted till she was about 4 months. So she didn't quite understand what it was like to go through the labour pains.
Yeah.
And have everything stop.
So phantom pregnancies happen like across the board, even in the animal kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be very, very obviously we're watching the re thing. Not many phantom pregnancies get to 9 months. But it's a mental health thing when it comes down to it. It's a mind-body feedback loop, and like a strong emotion that causes the elevation in female hormones, resulting in the mimic of a pregnancy. But it's still emotionally difficult to go through.
Because you feel like your body's playing tricks on you, and you feel cheated.
Yeah.
Because you've had everything. And you go through the stage, you even go and buy everything you need.
Yeah.
To find out you didn't need it. And you argue. And you keep wanting a second test.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you look at the ultrasound and there's just nothing there. And then to continue going through something when you've already seen there's nothing there. It's hard because you watch your stomach grow and you can feel all those kicks and everything.
It feels real.
And feels exactly real. But it's not.
But your grief is real.
Yeah.
And your grief is a very real thing, and you're still grieving a child, even if that child was only one you dreamed up. Which, for lack of a better word, I don't know how else to put it. I know from what I understand of phantom pregnancy, it comes about from a deep desire to have a child, to be pregnant. That's usually why women have it. Which is it makes it even sadder.
There's all different. Yeah, there's all different things that can bring them on. Deep desire. It could also sometimes it could be. They reckon it could be stemmed from like a cancer or something. But as they said, they think. I mean, you think mine was just stemmed from the desire of wanting to be pregnant.
Yeah.
And my body just virtually gave me what I figured I wanted. As they said, to have like the urine test come up positive, that's why they tend to think that I was pregnant and miscarried.
Yeah.
But because so excited and so wanting it and everything, my body just continued thinking it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something though we'll never know whether I really was or what it was.
Yeah.
My next one. A year later, I had a job, and I got raped by my boss. Now, I told a friend, my mum's friend, what had happened. And she turned around and she said, "What do you expect with the way you dress?" Back then, we all wore stretch jeans back then. We all wore, tight T-shirts and things like that. But that was the comment I got. So I figured,
It is never the victim's fault, ever, that a man chooses to do that. Or if it's a man that it happens to, or a woman that happens, it is never the victim's fault that the perpetrator decided to do that to you. Never. You have never done anything to deserve that. So please, please don't take that with you.
Yep.
Don't take with you that it is in any way your fault. You did not deserve it. It is not your fault.
Well, that was why I figured, why tell people if that's going to be people's response,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kept it to myself, only to find out I was pregnant. Last thing you want to find out is you want to have a baby with your boyfriend. Find out.
That's lovely. This I understand.
You fall pregnant or to someone who raped you. It's not.
That is not an easy thing to go through. Not an easy decision to make.
No.
I spoke to my boss about it. Told him what he'd done.
Sweetie, if you need to stop at any time, you only share what you're ready to share. We can stop this live anytime you like.
My boss beat me till I lost the baby.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
He made sure that bruises couldn't be seen. Beat me around the stomach area and everything.
It's a lot of trauma for someone to go.
My boyfriend and I didn't, we didn't last long after that, because I couldn't have sex or anything. I just didn't want anyone to see the bruises. So I kept myself covered, kept myself locked away in my room. My boyfriend and I split. My boss at the time took off overseas. I later found out he'd done it to someone else over there. But he ended up in jail. He got caught that time. I found out when he got out, he'd come back home. He did it again, got caught. He ended up in jail again. I feel he got punished. I wish he had been punished for mine.
Have you thought about doing a historical case?
He's dead now anyway, so someone had told me he died, and I turned around and said, good, couldn't happen to a better person. I've never ever said anything so cruel about anyone. I hated myself for saying something so cruel. But still to this day, I don't even want to take back what I said.
I've said something similar about one person in my life for similar things. So let me just tell you, from knowing how that feels, under no certain circumstances should you feel bad for feeling that way, because what he did to you, I hope he rots in hell.
I haven't been through what either of you have been through, but I've had people in my life who have royally sucked in different ways. And one of them was actually my stepbrother. He didn't do anything to me, but he did something. He did stuff to other people. And at his funeral, I will be honest with you, I laughed at his funeral, hysterical laugh, and then finally Debbie can't hurt anyone else. And I honestly think the world is a better place without him in it. And I think that is probably the same of the man who did this to you. And I use the word man for nothing, then I can't think of any other word for him. I could say scumbag, the scumbag who did this to you. The world is a better place without him in it.
Yeah. I hope it was painful for him.
I hope he suffered.
What I heard, he died of cancer.
Good. Would have suffered. I hate cancer, but some people deserve it.
I really
I know.
I feel like I buried that for so many years, and this month has made me remember a lot of things that you feel best not remembering. Originally, I wasn't gonna.
Sorry, go.
Originally, I wasn't going to talk about it, and then I figured, you know what, it's time.
Yeah.
need to let people know, there's more of us out there.
Yeah, and I think you have a very powerful story, Lib, and I think part of our healing is letting go and accepting that we can't change what's happened, that we can't make it go away, but what we can do is use it to help somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And not let it define who we are as human beings.
I tend to think it's a big reason why I'm comfortable being overweight and everything.
It's a blanket.
Because, like, it's sort of like you feel safe.
Yeah.
You feel like no one would want you.
People don't rape and abuse fat people.
True.
No.
But it's not true, though. A rapist really doesn't care what body shape you are.
No, they care about the power of you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and
that sounds like that's what this man cared about, the power.
I think the thing with women, we have a mindset that, if you're bigger, people aren't going to care as much. They're not going to look twice at you.
It's our safety.
Yeah.
I agree, Deb. I agree. Yeah. There's lots of love in the comments for you, Lib, too.
Yeah. 2 years after the rape, though, I was blessed with a beautiful boy.
John.
He's now 33. Kyle.
Oh, Kyle first.
Kyle's the oldest, yeah.
He can be my right royal pain in the rear end. No matter
he's
what.
He's the reason you're grey.
Yes, I think he's the reason for a lot of this.
Yeah.
So he's your rainbow after the storm.
Yeah. His pregnancy, though, I had ultrasounds and everything to prove that I was pregnant. Everything was saying you are pregnant. And I still had no belly. And I'm thinking, people are going, you're not really pregnant. Yes, I am. And I just kept looking at my mum and go, I need my belly. Why haven't I got my belly? And then I remember I was almost 7 months. I woke up one morning and I got this massive belly. He'd been at my back the whole time. So I woke up in the morning, I got this massive belly while I'm screaming out, Mum, Mum. She comes.
Because what would have happened with that too would have been the whole pain of everything stretching suddenly.
But my mum just said, she comes running in thinking, oh my God, what's happened? Oh, I got a belly. I got a belly. She said, oh my God, you cow. She said, you gave me a heart attack. I thought something happened. Well, it did. I got a belly.
Jordan was
so excited.
Yeah. I just looked wide with Jordan. Like, I was the weight I am now when I was pregnant with him. And I was wide. Because he was transverse. Yeah.
You saw me when I was pregnant with this boy. Like, I was enormous. I was so huge, and I was expecting him to be huge. And when he wasn't, we're all like, wait, what? Because we were all expecting him to be huge.
Yeah, well, I went from a size 10 right up to a size 22. So it's all like, I know I wanted a belly, but I didn't want that much.
They told me Jordan was going to be a 9-10 pounder. He came out at 7 pounds 2.
Well,
I have a little
Kyle was
face in
only
him, is
6
that
pound
true?
10.
Yeah.
Well,
Kyle was only this little baby, but I had a lot of fluid.
was
But
your pregnancy with Guy traumatic after everything you've been through the phantom pregnancy? Did you have personal trauma over it?
At first I panicked.
Mm.
I was worried. My body cheated me again, you know. And I didn't want to get excited over being pregnant. But when I saw the ultrasound, there's a baby there. You lay there crying. And I remember the girl, she's sitting there and you okay? Didn't you want the baby? Oh, I wanted it more than anything. This is my baby. It's real. And she went, pregnancies are real. And I thought, yeah, if you knew my history, sweetheart, no, pregnancies aren't always real. So yeah, he was my boy. He was everything. A few years later, boom, I'm pregnant again. Another little boy. He's what? Oh God, he's 29 now.
He's still a baby.
Oh, he does so much for me. He's my boy. He's had a lot of medical issues. He's dyslexic. He has learning issues and everything. Took me a long time to teach him how to do certain things on his own. But he's happily married. Beautiful wife. Absolutely beautiful person.
Now we're
Now
talking about Jai.
you just need grandbabies now. From Jai.
Well, yeah. Oh, the problem is his wife, she's Indonesian, and they're big on, especially a lot of Asians and Indonesians and that, the girls are sort of like raised that you start your family from the age of 30. And that's what she keeps saying. And I kept looking at her, no, I want grandbabies now. They've been married for, I think, about 7 years now. Come on, give me grandbabies, please. She just recently lost her mum this year. Unfortunately, her mum never got to see them have grandbabies, but she still got her dad.
Yeah.
Then, of course, a few years later, what do? I had Caleb, 23, with a 4-month-old baby girl. She's absolutely gorgeous. I love my granddaughter.
She is cute.
Caleb is the pain on my side. Probably the cause of a lot more of these greys. And I think the cause of a lot of my stress. Then I fell pregnant again. I think it was about 2 years later. So excited. Only to miscarry. I felt that was a girl. I'd named her. Of all names to have given her, it was Angel. I wasn't allowed to grieve. Whenever I spoke to my mum, The comment was, you need to think of your sister. My sister had stopped counting her miscarriages after 35. Hers
See, I
were a lot
thought
to do with...
I thought 12 was bad, but
Yeah.
no miscarriage is good. That's really good.
A lot of hers was endo, polycystic. She had 2 other things. I can't remember what they are now. She also has a negative blood type. So when she falls pregnant, her body tells her that it's foreign object, get rid of it.
Yeah.
She's the risk factor.
She got lucky after, we don't know how many, because like I said, 35, we stopped counting. She had 2 more babies after that. She ended up with 3 children all up. But, yeah, when I miscarried, my mum said to me, you know, have a little bit of consideration for your sister. Yeah, okay. Well, you don't need to go crying over it in front of people. Okay, so I bottled that.
Yeah.
Then a year later, I fell pregnant again. This time, it was unconfirmed, but my HCG levels had virtually said that I was having at least 2 or more. And so we figured there was twins. My sister found out she was pregnant at the same time. We were both due around the same time. We were both excited, you know, wow, we're going to have babies together, you know. Then I miscarried again. My sister miscarried the day after me or week after me, something like that. I wasn't allowed to grieve again. My mum's comment was, think of your sister. She's just lost another baby. I remember walking into the bedroom and you sit there and you mumble to yourself when you're on your own. And I remember walking into the room and going, so she lost another one. She's used to it. How about someone have some sympathy for me for once? I'm glad I never voiced that to her. I hated myself for even thinking that, because I can imagine just how hard, you know, over 35 miscarriages, I can imagine how hard it is. But I was so angry that I wasn't allowed to grieve. I had to always think of her. Then I got lucky. I had my beautiful daughter. Yeah, that was 7 years later. I fell pregnant. Actually, we were just friends.
Beneficial friends.
Celebrating grand final.
Well, there was one way to celebrate it.
Yep. When I found out I was pregnant, I told him. He took off. That was it. He was out of there. It was about 6 months when he come back and he said, you know what? I don't want to be a part-time dad. He goes, what do you say? We have a relationship.
Yeah.
No, I've never had anyone come back. Everyone's always taken off. When I'm pregnant, you want to come? You stay? That's different. I'll try it.
That's something new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a beautiful, beautiful baby girl. I had to have her by C-section because even though she was beautiful, she was big. My boys were all under 8 pounds. That darling daughter of mine was 9 pounds and 3/4.
Ow, ow,
She
ow.
was a big girl. Well, it turns out I can't give birth naturally to any baby over 8 pounds. So, yes, hence daughter had to be C-section. Almost lost her. So I found out when I finally woke up because she decided to swallow something that she shouldn't.
Macronium, or have you said the word?
Yeah.
Yeah, she we almost lost her. And all I could think when I got told was, did you have to tell me that my first daughter, live daughter, I almost lost? Especially when, after, Caleb, I almost lost him. He stopped breathing. They had to resuscitate him and everything. So being told that you almost lost your first daughter after the last live birth you have. Then a few months later, we find out I'm pregnant again. I just looked at him and I said, you know what? I know I agreed to a relationship, but I didn't agree to so many babies. Because I was 42 when I had Kalani. So, almost 43. I'm pregnant again. Yeah, but I miscarried. He didn't think, because I was crying. Yeah. He said, it's all right, we can try again. We can have another one.
Did you feel guilty because of what you had said that you lost a baby? Did you blame yourself?
Yes and no. Sometimes I felt like it was my fault that I lost the baby because, I'd made the comment, I didn't ask for more.
Yeah.
But then when he come out with his comment, that was, I didn't think anything except for, seriously, you think we can replace it?
Yeah.
No, we can't.
No.
That pregnancy, that was a lot like the boys I carried. I was carrying that one like the boys. And so I figured it was a boy. I remember he went and spoke to his brother and I don't know why she's pissed off with me. She's so angry with me. He goes, well, what did you say? We told his brother and he goes, you fool. You've just told her you're going to replace the baby she lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't say that. He goes, mate, you got a lot of making up to do.
Yeah.
He did for a while. He even, romantic dinner, took me away for the weekend and everything. I got spoiled. And I found out I was pregnant.
He's got some good swimmers.
Yeah, hence Texas. Away she came. Another C-section. 44, and here I am having another baby. Yeah.
I don't envy you.
I'm thinking, okay, I can do this. I'm only going to be pregnant if my body thinks I can do it.
Yeah. Apparently
you get that mindset. So yes, I have this beautiful 8-pound 2 baby with the thickest lot of black hair on her head. You can imagine. Yeah, the heartburn with that child. At birth, she had more hair than I do now. She still does. And then a few months after that, I'm pregnant again. And I'm thinking, okay. Because I'd already told the doctors after Texas, I wanted my tubes tied. I've got enough babies. That's 5. Come on. They wouldn't do it because I was not married. Come on, I'm. Have you seen how old I am? Who cares if I'm married? I got enough babies. Wouldn't do it. So of course, I'm pregnant again. I'm thinking, okay, I better time this time. And I remember looking at their dad and saying, we need to hurry up and get married. Because we were engaged and everything. And I'm thinking, we need to hurry up because I need my tubes tied. You're giving me too many babies.
He could have gone and got a snip.
Oh, no, he wouldn't do that. But once again, I miscarried. That put some tension on us. There was a problem with his mother being everywhere we went. Yeah. So we split.
Yeah.
I got no chance of falling pregnant ever again. I passed my use-by date, thank God.
Mom just going through that now.
But he's actually had 2 boys since we split. His youngest boy actually thinks I'm his mum and calls me mum.
I think that's sweet.
I love that little boy to death. He's such a sweetie. He's cheeky. He's naughty. But I love him to death all the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, that thank God I'll never have any more.
You get to a point, I think, where enough's enough. Like, I know from first-hand experience with Kenzie, like I said when I told my story, I had a deal. If I ended up with a C-section, that was it. I'd get my tubes done. Mm-hmm. And that's what I did. And, like since then I've had other things happen, like cervical cancer, to kind of make sure that the universe was definitely telling me, like, no more babies. But I'm glad of the decision I made, and it's not an easy one. But when you've gone through, I mean, I'm sure anyone who's gone through multiple miscarriages would understand, you get to a point where that's it. You're done. You just can't handle it anymore. He is cheeky and naughty like his mum. Agreed, Chris.
But yeah, it's having all the miscarriages and that I did plays a toll after a while.
It does.
And like I can imagine what it did to my sister mentally with all of hers. Hers, she hadn't had a period in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Her partner had already had the snip, and she found out she was pregnant. So you can imagine people. Well, that was the first thing a lot of people are saying. Is the baby his? She goes, well, hang on a sec. How can I be pregnant? You know, I haven't had a period in 2-3 years, something like that. You know, come on. It turns out it is his. The last 2 babies, yes, they are his. He did have his checkup after his snip, but apparently, so it turns out, men should often have it checked.
Yes.
Because 10 years later, his snip had unsnipped.
Yeah, sometimes it can grow back somehow. Like it can grow another way back or something.
It's the same with a triple ligation.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
with it, so mine's cut, tied, and cauterized because the chances are less chance. But I also have things. Yeah, I have stuff done from the cancer surgeries. That means that the chances is like. So when I haven't had a period in like 8 years. Touch wood. And no, definitely not pregnant. That would be a health.
Yeah, no, I haven't had one, I think, about 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've passed my use-by date.
Oh, mine just getting to my use-by date. Just going through that now. Trust me, I'm crying at the drop of every little tiny minute stress level right now. It's like I'm pregnant, and I'm not, but it's like I'm pregnant. You know, for those of us women out there who've been pregnant, and the men would relate because they've watched the women go through it. But you know, where any little thing makes you cry, any little stress, any little trigger. Like I watched this woman on TikTok who was watching her horse that she bred win the horse congress show, like won the championship. And I'm bawling because of this freaking horse. And I'm like, what the fuck? Excuse my language. And
I watched a Disney movie and doing that.
Nemo. You lost. Tears. Like I got freaking pregnant again.
With our first pregnancy together with Noah, I wanted tacos and we didn't have the stuff. Matthew's, it's like 10 o'clock at night. He's like, I'll go get the stuff and I'm making nachos. Because at the time I lived behind Woolworths, the supermarket. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. We'll go to sleep. Then I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and started bawling because I wanted tacos. He's like, well, I can't get you tacos. So then I was crying because you don't love me enough to go and find a 24-hour place to find me tacos. Now, anytime I say I want something, he's like, okay, I'm going to go get it. And if I say, no, don't worry about it, he's like, no, I'm going to go. I'm not having you crying at 3 o'clock in the morning. And this is even when I'm not pregnant, he does this now. The way I was when I was pregnant with Josh, these ladies will tell you, oh, my God, poor Matthew, I don't know how he didn't leave me.
He was a saint. That man deserves to have a medal. Like, seriously. Like, I love you, chick, but oh, my God, you put that poor man through hell.
So I have bipolar disorder, and it gets worse when I'm pregnant. Like I'm on medication. I'm on medication when I'm pregnant. We're not going to have that discussion. I don't want to hear other people's opinions on it. It's what my doctor and I have decided is best. It's a low dose to try and keep me stable. But yeah, I was a mental patient. I should have been locked up. And I'm looking, and even while I'm doing it, I'm thinking, why am I doing this? I'm being a crazy person, but I'm still doing it.
You were snapping at all of us. Yep.
Like
Yep.
I've been like since end of May, so June when my treatment stopped working again, and I started having that massive flare, and I live with that fear of that flare constantly, but my whole world just kind of spiraled mentally and emotionally, and I'm still trying to, like, what you guys see here is not what's going on behind the scenes. This is my happy face. And I have a lot of things to be positive for and thankful for, and I am. But there are times, add that mix to the fact that I'm trying to get out of the house more, and I'm trying to, grab my life back, and I'm trying to, let go of shit and deal with stuff, and the hormones that go with menopause. And it's just, my poor husband deserves the medal, because he seriously, but it's like, I'll be sitting here. It's one of the, I'm so glad I'm not in the house all day now, but I would sit here and I'd be doing stuff on PC, and I'd be crying because something went wrong, or I couldn't work out the price because my brain would go foggy, or the amount of freaking medication I was on has been screwing with my head. And I spoke to my doctor about it, and she goes, "Oh, you're going through menopause." I turn 50 and I go through freaking menopause. She goes,
My
"You
mother
need to
told
get
me.
out of the house." I said, "I'm trying."
My mother told me menopause is like really extreme PMS.
It's like, what?
Really extreme PMS.
It can be. You get the hot and cold flushes, and
I haven't got those. I've got the chills, but that's from CSU, not from.
The hot and cold flushes, if you get them, they do not stop. They continue. You will always get them. Yeah.
I haven't got those yet. I've got arthritis in my big toe.
Oh, yes.
Which foot?
Both.
One.
Yeah. One big toe, just one
Both
big
big toes. I've got arthritis.
Just one for me. And I've got, like, when I slice my finger open, I've got scar tissue in there that grinds on the bone. Old sucks, people. Old sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Because we haven't gone through enough in our lives already. We've got to go through old age now as well. Like,
you go through the menopause. You've got all the hassles of that. On top of the stresses, your normal stresses and everything, and you get lumbered with that one. Ooh. Yeah, thank you. Everything gets a little more amplified.
Yeah.
And then with all my medical issues, plays havoc with memory because of chronic pain and everything. And you're thinking, why? I'm not that old. What did I do to you, body, to deserve all this? And I had to laugh because my son, a tiny little cut on his thumb. He's dying. You're dying with that tiny little cut. Sweetheart, I put a butterfly stitch on it at home and it's all good. And there's not even a scar because Mummy did it so good. And you got the hide to tell me how much pain you're in and what, and then you've got a head cold on top of it. Oh, you poor pet.
Oh no, not
try having a woman's body.
But I don't doubt that men go through. I'm watching my husband suffer with severe pain at the moment. So, you know what? And I watch that man get up every day with his pain and go into a job that makes that pain worse. So, hats off to him. We're trying to sort things out from the last few months being, with stress and health and every other drama that could have happened we've had. But, But there are men out there who pick it up every day and go to work. So I just want to shout out to all of them because mine's one of them.
Yes, Chris, he's telling you all the stories.
JJ.
With Maddie, like Maddie works long hours doing a manual job, and he works overtime to make sure I have everything I want, not just everything I need, everything I want, and to make sure I don't have to work. I am, I remember that when he's like snoring at night and I want to smack him.
Yeah.
Right.
Caleb, he sits there and, I'll say something to him and he goes, Mum, honestly, you do not know what it's like trying to look after a 4-month-old baby, Mum. Sweetheart, you just want to repeat that last word you said? Baby. No. There was another word you used after it. You called me something. Mum, I don't know what it's like to look after a 4-month-old child. Mum.
And you did it alone, didn't you? With him?
Yes. Yep. My boys were alone. I did them. I looked after them all on my own, the boys.
Yeah, we're sitting there, we're
My
telling
mum
you guys
was
all the scary stuff. But let me just say, and Libby just touched on it, we always have someone in our lives that supports us through the hard times.
Yeah.
And if you're blessed, you have a small group of people who think, and I just want to shout out actually to like my group, and they know who they are because they're the ones that know what's going on, what everyone else doesn't see. And, these two ladies are part of that group, and there's a few more out there who, without them, I don't think, I think I would have lost it months and months ago. I've been through a roller coaster since end of May. And so thank you guys, all of you, these two plus those that, guys, and you all know who you are. So thank you. Because without you guys, I don't think I could have made it.
Well, like I put a little message in your page. Thank you. Especially for the page, the chat, the group, the room. I'm a prisoner in my home. I got lucky for 4 days in a row. My son took me out. It's the most I've done since before COVID. I don't go out unless it's medical. I've got to do all my shopping online. Hate it. Got a pair of pants delivered today and the sizing's completely wrong. Instead of being the size they are, they're about 3-4 sizes too small. And this is what I've got to put up with because I'm stuck inside the house. If it wasn't for the room, I'd have no one.
Did you have fun watching me work last night?
Yeah, I kept going to the tracker. Unfortunately, I don't know Melbourne all that well. So, you can always move to Sydney.
No.
Canberra? Move to Canberra.
They're both more expensive than Melbourne.
That is true, yes. That is actually very true. Canberra's actually more expensive than like the heart of Sydney, apparently.
I'm holding down 3 jobs plus mum plus wife. My husband's holding down a job. That's just so that we can have a life that we've wanted and, and get the kids over and stuff like that. That's why we do what we do. Everything we do personally is for our family. I'll get up there eventually.
Now, if you were to live closer to me, I could help you. Not a problem. I could see that beautiful niece of mine more often. Like,
how are you going to run out?
You can, she'll be your stay-at-home nanny. It's fine. You can be her stay-at-home nanny. It's fine. Right.
How do you give me something to do? I'd forget about my own pain.
You've got to hit that barely works, my love. How are you going to run around after my nearly 17-year-old child who's in diapers?
We'll have to buy her a scooter. It's fine.
Oh, look,
I can just see kids
your
racing down
almost
the road.
17-year-old daughter likes your daughter likes to grab me by the hand and take me to the food cupboard, okay? I can do that.
Yeah.
I can help her out with the food.
You can give her all the
Sure,
chocolate.
sweetheart. I know Mum said no, but hey, I'm Auntie Lib. I can give you whatever.
No, you and Michelle.
That's what
are not
aunties are
allowed
for.
to do that. Oh, I have one other thing to show you guys too, which I've left to the last minute. I'm not on Facebook. Says Jeremy, but I appreciate your openness and honesty as far as keeping us posted on what is happening. Easy for me to know things will still arrive. Look, we understand, and we're Stacey and I are doing everything we can to try and get these canvases to everybody. That you got to understand in this that the supplier I chose, I'm the only drop shipper. Okay, so when our orders go in, they're amongst orders that are thousands of canvases, and it is something I am seriously considering changing out. Not the I can't afford to do the thing as much as I'd love to. I'm already holding down 3 jobs, guys, so I can't hold down anymore to bring money in to get stock sitting there. But I'm doing the best I can. But I am looking. We are studying. Stacey and I are going to be looking at testing other suppliers, and once we've tested them, probably opening them up to the FWB to test and give feedback about. And we're trying to do that as quickly as possible. That also requires money, hence why I've now got 3 jobs. But yeah, so we're doing everything we can, and the canvases are all in and they're paid for. So that's the other equation as well.
Yes, this place is used by a big company, at least one or 2 big companies that do the big bulk orders.
Yes. So and it's caused a lot of stress for me, and it's caused a lot of stress for my customers, and I'm not happy about it. And I'm not making excuses. I'm doing everything I can to fix it. Hence why I'm now, like I said, got 3 jobs. And we're just doing everything we can. And we just ask for a little bit of patience. We understand that these are higgledy-piggledy. We've got a couple of suppliers that we're interested in. I've got one of their canvases here. Stacey reminded me this morning that I have a very, very high expectation of what quality I like. And maybe that my quality might be just a little too high. So hence why Stacey's going to be testing some as well. Just because I have high standards, and I expect the product that I'm putting out to be of high standard. So yeah, we just we're not going anywhere. We're fighting to get through it. We understand it's affecting our reputation, but we're doing everything we can. And it's like I'm up till midnight most nights working behind the scenes. I'm working outside of the home now as well. And so that takes up a lot of my time. Like pretty much soon in 20 minutes, I'm going to finish this live, go get changed and head off to work. Because at the end of the day, I still have a child to feed and bills to pay. And I'm doing whatever it takes, except for selling myself on the corner because I have to pay someone.
And Christmas is coming, and you're trying to get all the kids over for Christmas.
Well, we've got one definite coming. His tickets, Rory paid for his ticket, so he's already booked. He flies in on the 1st of December. So
and he's not leaving again. He's staying in Australia.
No, he's got to go back in January for his graduation, and then we're going to revisit.
Then he can come back.
Then he can come back.
Yeah.
So
you, Jordan.
We've got 5 kids between us, and we've got one that's getting married. That's Rory's daughter, his eldest, and then we've got one that's in Auckland wanting to come over as well, and she can't come for Christmas. And then we've got another one that's looking at moving. So we're trying to convince her that she needs to move here. So, yeah, lots of things. Like I said, we've had a lot of personal stresses going on behind the scenes. And because obviously, you guys heard me touch base, Rory hasn't been well either. So if you are prayers or blessings, Rory could definitely use them, and we would appreciate it. He's in a lot of pain right now. So yeah, and he's working through that pain, which is and then he comes home and watches Kenzie, so I can go back out and work at night. So, and that sounded worse than it sounded when I say I'm working at night. Not corner, not hookering, guys. Just saying. But on that note, talking about quality products. Now, I'm really fussy with my trays. I've endorsed quite a few trays in my time, and they've all been good. They've all been good, and Firefly is definitely top of my list for trays. However, thank you, Demi. If you watch Gracie's live, and I've been keeping this a secret for over a week now, you'll notice that Gabe launched his Etsy store, and if someone's got the link for that and can put it up, that would be good. So this is my one that he made me, and I love it. I've been using this for over a week now. Okay, so things I like about it. Thanks, Cathe. Things I like about it. I like the ridges, the height of the ridges, because when I'm shaking drills in them, they sit nicer. I like the height because I don't like mine too high, but high enough that I'm not going to, when I'm shaking, tip it out everywhere. The stopper's a stopper, it sits in there when I don't shake it too hard. It sits in there. It's good. I love the color. And what I like the most about it is the weight. So I've sent him some ideas because I love this and I love this. And if I could combine the two, I'd be a happy girl. So if you haven't checked out Gabe, go check him out. He's got some really good ideas coming, and go and watch the replay of Grace's live because he was on there. I missed him because I was actually there the night before.
Those trays look so cool.
It's so freaking, like, you can't bend it. There is no bending. It is solid. Like, I've had other trays here, and because people will send me trays to try, and I've had so many of them, and they've all been slightly bendable. This one does not bend at all. Like, it is solid as a rock, and I love it. I love it, and I love the fact that I can stick it on my table. It's not easy to knock. Ideally, I like a smaller tray. So, like if we compare it, take this bit off, and for me, that would be a perfect size. But they are great. If you love a good, decent tray, go check out Gabe. Remember, guys, he has a small business. He is a very young man, and he's just starting out. Be patient, be kind, and he will always do his best to give you a good product because, his mum's going to make sure, and he's got that ethic as well. So enjoy.
I've got some of his trays in my cart ready and waiting for payday. Because for us, they're a great price.
They are.
That's the best
if
thing.
you're in New Zealand or Australia, great freaking price. Yeah, agreed.
And
so,
I do like the look of them.
They are freaking, like, honestly, it's like I only use 2 trays at a time at ever one time. And at the moment, these 2 trays are my favorite. I use Firefly, especially for my squares and my drip, because I like especially at the moment with my crystals that I'm doing. I'll do my crystals in here because I don't want to drop those babies. I don't want them going flying when it thing. Yeah, so this one is for my crystal tray. I put my crystals in there because then I know where they are and I know they're safe. Love this tray. It is like one of my all-time favorites. Oh, shit, dog, you scared the hell out of me. I thought somebody was trying to get my door.
I like the fact that I like his little house tray. That is so cute and adorable. I love it. And then on the live, he was showing a rocket, which that looked fantastic. And same with the Santa
I want the
Claus.
gnome. I want the gnome, the Santa gnome thing.
The Santa with the sunnies.
Yeah.
It looks so cute.
It is a gnome.
I never know which one's which, Rose.
It's a gnome because you can't see. If you can see the eyes, it's a gnome. If you can't,
But it has glasses on. You can't see its eyes.
But it's got glasses on it. With a gonk, you can only see it from its nose down. She's not happy with me
Even
because
though-
Mummy's never home anymore. And when she's in the car, we're backseat training. And if you've got a dog and you've had to backseat train it, you'll understand. So she's on a seat belt in the back at the moment, and she's not liking that at all. Oh yeah.
You're a puppy.
And we got her a decent harness. So she goes in the car twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. That's drop off and pick up. What are you shaking for? Because you know Mum's going to work soon. You stink. Your breath stinks. You smell like jerky. She's not very happy with me at all.
She'll get used to it.
She will. But on that note, guys.
I'm dyeing my hair after this.
Are you?
What colour?
I probably need to. My greys kind of blend in with my blonde.
I'm going pink.
Best colour.
Bright pink. bright pink or soft pink like Cath's? Soft pink.
Pastel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Pink Puff.
Nice.
So you're saying you're a puff.
I figured, I've been blue, I might as well go pink.
I have some denim blue left over because I can't buy it anymore. And I've been kind of thinking about doing the ends kind of thing. But I've been my hair's growing.
For me.
Good night, Gammy.
Good night, Gammy. Yeah, I'm doing it pink, but then tomorrow I'm doing from about here down black. Can be pink and black.
Fair enough. Someone's getting fed up.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, my love. We're going to sign off. Libby, I want to thank you so much for sharing your story. I know that it was very hard for you and very stressful for you, and I know you were stressing over it last week. So thank you very much. Mr. JJ, is it lunchtime?
Yes.
So I just want to thank you both for sharing a story isn't easy, and I know it takes time, and I know it's very emotionally hard. So I just wanted to thank you very much. Thank you guys all for sticking around. I know that some of you have come and gone and come back in, and I just wanted to say, you've been here and supporting the ladies as they tell their story. It's very important. If you are a dad who's been through it and you want to come on and tell your side, we would love to have you next week. So if you're here, if you want to come on next week, let us know. Other than that, yeah, we're going to bid you adieu and say goodbye, and we will see you next week. So hi there, kia kaha, bless your bums, and go check out. Don't forget, go check out Mango Grass. The link was in the thing, and go and check out the Etsy store. Lots of goodies. And if you're a Hoovian, watch this space next month because oh my god, I've got some treaties for you. Bye-bye.
Bye.